Ad format opportunities have certainly been on the rise over the last few years, trying to break through the clutter of traditional in-stream video. We have been, leader on the pause ad front here for the last few years, winning an Emmy for that capability back in 2023. And there's a lot of other formats we're starting to see grow, home banner ads, carousels, commerce. I think for us, we made an announcement earlier this week that we are partnering with TripleLift on the first opportunity for programmatic pause ads purchases. And so they're a leading SSP on the creative side. We've been hearing so much from our brands and agency partners over the years. We want pause ads. How do we get pause ads? Can we buy them? Can we buy them programmatically? And that day is here.
And the value of pause ads and this partnership with TripleLift, is it about the rise of the attention economy? What's the value there for advertisers?
Yeah, on the pause ad front, we're seeing, again, just kind of being able to break through the clutter. Pause ads have a much higher branded unaided recall. In some cases on our place, 38% higher unaided brand recall when you use a pause ad. Pause ad also provides a lot of interactivity opportunities. So you can have QR codes, you can click, in our case for tune-in ads, download to your device, click to a VOD asset, click to a storefront. And so when you look at the power of pause in a moment that is polite and non-disruptive, there's a lot of applications that you can put on that experience, and we're seeing a lot of performative results coming from that format.
We're also seeing the convergence of linear and CTV streaming. What does that mean for satellite inventory? How is that evolving?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we have a satellite footprint, we have a streaming footprint. We've spent a tremendous amount of time, energy, and effort in investing to make those platforms unified so that we can bring inventory across the full suite of the DirecTV customer. Something that we invented earlier this year was the ability to take a linear set-top box and to make that set-top box programmatically enabled. So on DirecTV for our broadband connected homes, we have the ability to bring in real-time programmatic advertising to television. That has not been done at scale meaningfully in real time, and that moment is now. That really helps bridge the gap between digital and linear TV. We're able to bring, again, all of those subscribers together and service that to the marketplace so you can get those high-quality DirecTV customers across both sides of the linear and digital divide.
So as these advancements transform the TV landscape across the board, what are some of the growing pains that they're seeing that advertisers are experiencing as they attempt to adapt to these newer ad formats?
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of growing pains because this is a very dynamic industry. It's moving, very quickly. Technology is changing, data is changing, the players in the ad technology space are consolidating. All of those things are happening and happening at scale. I think probably the biggest issue that we see is around standardization. You have a lot of different platforms. We build all a little bit differently. We have different advertising infrastructure. We have different architectures that we use. But as we lean into more standards, something that we've seen in the addressable front with Go Addressable, helping provide standards to the marketplace on how addressable should be brought to market, we're starting to see this in the ad format space. I think you see the IAB Ad Tech Lab is leaning in, but I think when you have a more unified way to engage, when you have a common vocabulary and taxonomy in terms of how to transact, that will help us. We are absolutely moving in that direction. I think you're going to see these innovative ad formats, and there's a lot of them. Standards are going to come on probably in the third quarter of this year is my guess, and you're going to see that scale pretty aggressively.
There's always a tension when it comes to innovation in both the need for experimentation, trying things out, and the user experience and the practicality that advertisers and consumers expect. Yeah. How do you balance all of that?
Yeah, the way that we balance bringing in new advertising opportunities with the platform and the consumer engagement for us is really all about utility, right? Our DirecTV customers are on our platform 70% of every day, 70% of the time per day they're on our platform, spending over 3 hours. And so what we try to do is create an experience that is sticky in engagement and provides them value. So for example, if you're a DirecTV customer and you're a sports enthusiast, we're not just getting you to your favorite sports content. Certainly you can do that, and we've got a lot of content, over 900 channels you can get into sports. But what we've done is we've put a user interface that provides more value. It allows you to track your favorite sports team. It surfaces stats from your favorite players. We bring in fantasy, in fantasy football opportunities to link. We bring in sports betting. And so we found when you have a sports enthusiast, you provide all these additional features and functionalities and utility, it doesn't necessarily feel like advertising. You're providing value, and in those experiences, you can certainly monetize them through sponsorship, through new ad inventory that's being created. But our goal is, how do we provide the most value to that customer? How do we super serve that fandom? Big area for us.
Matt, I want you to kind of pull out your crystal ball here for a second, and wanted to get your sense of if there's any one ad or several ad formats or capabilities that are inspiring you, that you believe will maybe define the next era of TV advertising.
Yeah. Well, I think as I look ahead, if I play a little Nostradamus, look in the ball, I think, pause ads, I think are going to be mainstream very soon. I think hero and carousel and commerce formats will be coming much more mainstream very soon. An area that we're seeing, suppliers and distributors like us really lean into is around SMB, small, medium-sized businesses. You see a lot of platforms now that are providing self-service tools, there's managed service opportunities, but getting to an advertiser, whether you're on the national, regional or local level or hyper-local level, is easier to do today because the technology is available. And so those formats, I think, will be available to buyers across, you could be a mom and pop tailor or auto body in New Mexico City, New Mexico, to a national brand advertiser. And really the technology and data is democratizing that. That's where the future will go. And I think you're going to see a lot more performance in advertising because of that. More diverse advertisers pushing more products and services off shelves. So I'm very bullish on where this technology will take us.